Hello, Daisy Cakes! Guess what's happened? The Nebula Award Winners for 2024 has been announced. So I want to go over it because I am Daisy Ex Machina, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. Okay, the 2024 Nebula Awards was presented at the Marriott Country Club Plaza in Kansas City, Missouri on Saturday, June 7th, 2025, and there is a recording of the live event. Maybe I'll put in a few clips since we don't often see some of these authors. Now, if you don't know what the Nebula Awards are, they're awarded by fellow writers in the speculative genres. And the Hugo Awards, which is probably more well-known, is awarded by fans at the Worldcon convention. So I kind of think the Nebulas are a little bit more prestigious because they're awarded by the author's peers rather than the fans. The Hugos, of course, are more well-known, but the Nebulas are right up there. But I want to just go through each category and announce the winner. First, for Best Novel. Here we go.
Sleeping Worlds Have No Memory by Yaroslav Barsukov. Rake's Fall by Vajra Chandrasekhara. Asunder by Kirsten Hall. A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. The Book of Love by Kelly Link. Someone You Can Build a Nest In by John Wiswell.
Now, of all these, I've only read two. I've read A Sorceress Comes to Call, which I love, and Someone You Can Build a Nest In. Both of these, I believe, were in my top 10 picks of last year. But the winner is Someone You Can Build a Nest In by John Wiswell.
Hi, everybody. I don't know what to say other than... hey, 2020 Nebula Award, you're going to have a little sister. I don't know how else to put it. I'm reduced to giddiness and goofiness. I'm boggled by this wonderful honor that you've given to me, to the point where I'm manhandling chunks of lucite in joy.
I'm so excited that this author, debut author, has won the Best Novel for 2024. I love the story. It's about sort of this cosmic horror type blob creature set in a traditional fantasy world, and it kind of falls in love with this woman warrior. It's so unexpected, so unusual. So even though it's a romance, it's not your typical romance. And I would say, even though it sounds so ridiculously funny, it's not really a comedy. It does sort of tell the story straight, although it's not straight. Anyway, I highly recommend Someone You Can Build a Nest In by John Wiswell. For Best Novella,
The Butcher of the Forest by Premi Muhammad. The Tusks of Extinction by Ray Naylor. Lost Ark Dreaming by Suyi Davies Okungbowa. Countess by Susan Palumbo. The Practice, the Horizon, and the Chain by Sophia Samatar. The Dragonfly Gambit by A.D. Sway.
and the winner is The Dragonfly Gambit by A.D. Swee. Now, I don't know any of these books, and I do recognize a couple of the authors, Ray Naylor and Akabangwa, who I've been wanting to read something by them, so maybe it should be this. I don't know. But congratulations to A.D. Swee for The Dragonfly Gambit. I'm maybe misremembering, but I kind of thought A Sorceress Comes to Call might have been Novella, but obviously I'm wrong.
Good evening, everyone. I'm PhD receiving on behalf of A.D. Sway. So I have a text which I've agreed to read, and it's word for word. So picture this. I am sitting in front of my computer, ugly crying. It's exactly what I'm doing now because I learned that Dragonfly has won Nebula for Best Novella, You can't see me, but trust me, there are tears and snot and everything.
So let's move on to Best Novelette.
The Brotherhood of Montague Street Video by Thomas Ha. Katya Vasilyevna and the Second Drowning of Babarechka by Christine Hanelsey. Another Girl Under the Iron Bell by Angela Liu. What Any Dead Thing Wants by Amy Ogden. Negative Scholarship on the Fifth State of Being by A.W. Prihandita. Joanna's Bodies by Evgenia Triantfilou. Loneliness Universe by Evgenia Triantfilou.
Anyway, the winner is Negative Scholarship on the Fifth State of Being by A.W. Prihandita. I've never heard of this one. I love the title. I absolutely love this title. And I'm curious about this author.
I really need to get to the end of this speech without crying, so please bear with me. This is both a surprise and a massive honor, so thank you very much. This story is about resisting oppression, both epistemic and material, but above all, it's about kindness. It's my way of saying that I hope we'll always find a way to be kind, even to those we cannot understand. Of course, this story wouldn't have existed without the kindness of many people. Thanks to all of you who've read this story and told me you loved it. That means a lot to me.
Best Short Story.
The Witch Trap by Jennifer Hudak.
5 Views of the Planet Tartarus by Rachel K. Jones. Why Don't We Just Kill the Kid in the Omelas Hole by Isabel J. Kim.
Evan, A Remainder by Jordan Corella. The Vampire by P.H. Lee.
We Will Teach You How to Read. We Will Teach You How to Read by Carolyn M. Yoakum.
So the winner is Why Don't We Just Kill the Kid in the O'Malley's Hole by Isabel J. Kim. Once again, I absolutely love the title of this short story, and I don't recall any of these names. All these names are new to me. I wonder if the Nebula is going to publish all these in one volume. Have they done that before? I think they've done that before.
Coming to you live from the only wall not stacked with boxes in my apartment, I am so honored to be the recipient of the Nebula Award for Best Short Story. First, a huge thank you for Neil Clark and Clark's World for publishing Why Don't We Just Kill the Kid in the Omelas Hole. Second, thank you to everyone who voted for my story. I deeply appreciate the support of my peers, and it is a little surreal to be accepting this award, knowing the amazing work that the rest of the finalists in my category have done. And third, the biggest thanks to Ursula K. Le Guin for writing The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas for obvious reasons. I wish we had lived in a reality where my story and hers had less resonance with society, but as it is, I'm grateful I was able to capture and vocalize the feeling in many hearts. Thank you again.
Okay, moving on to the Ray Bradbury Nebula Award for Outstanding Dramatic Presentation.
Doctor Who, Dot and Bubble by Russell T. Davies. Dune Part 2 by John Spates and Denis Villeneuve. I Saw the TV Glow by Jane Schonbrun. Chaos by Charlie Covell and Georgia Christou. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 5 by Mike McMahon. Wicked by Winnie Holtzman and Dana Fox.
And the winner is Dune Part 2.
SIFWA accepts this award on behalf of the writers of Dune 2. As Paul Atreides says, it's not a prophecy, it's a story. One that you keep telling over and over, but it's not their story, it's yours. For those of you online and in person tonight, ask yourself what story you want to tell and how you want to be remembered. Face your fear. Thank you.
Now, I personally would have chosen something else because I'm not that crazy about this adaptation of Dune 2, but I understand why they're doing it. I kind of would have loved to have seen Doctor Who win. Dot and Bubble was a great episode. And I haven't seen the latest season, Lower Decks, but it's quite funny. Wicked, I don't think they changed it enough for the movie format, but I know I'm an outlier here. I always say the medium is the message, and the medium of movies should, in my opinion, have been adjusted a bit more from a theatrical stage production. But we got Dune Part 2, and I can't be mad at it. Next up is the Andre Norton Nebula Award for Middle Grade and Young Adult Fiction. And if you don't know, I write middle grade, so I'm kind of excited to see about this one. The nominees are
Daydreamer by Rob Cameron, Braided by Leah Sipis, Benny Ramirez and the Nearly Departed by Jose Pablo Iriarte, Moonstorm by Yoon Ha Lee, Puzzle Heart by Jen Reese, The Young Necromancer's Guide to Ghosts by Vanessa Ricci Toad.
And the winner is The Young Necromancer's Guide to Ghosts by Vanessa Ricci Toad. And it says it's self-published. That is so exciting that we're getting one of these major awards to a self-published indie book. I am definitely going to read that one. I don't recognize the names of anyone here. Well, no, that's not true. I know Yoon Ha Lee, and well, that's it. But I'm definitely going to pick up The Young Necromancer's Guide to Ghosts because, for one, I love the title and I want to support indie authors.
So, if this recording is being played, the impossible has happened and I've somehow won a Nebula Award. Holy shit. I never thought this would happen, even though it's been a dream of mine since I was a stupid teen growing up in the sticks and first discovered that you could win awards for writing fantasy novels. I truly wish I could be there in person. It's heartbreaking for me that I can't, but crossing the border just isn't something I can bring myself to do right now. I want to start by acknowledging that I'm giving the speech from the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the neutral peoples, who are a vibrant part of the literary community here in Waterloo. I give this speech in solidarity with the brilliant writers in Ukraine and Palestine, and give my appreciation to everyone's everywhere still fighting for justice.
So that wraps up the 2024 Nebula Awards. I'm happy that I read 2 of the nominees for Best Novel, one of which has won, Someone You Could Build a Nest In by John Wiswell, but I want to know which books or novellas or whatever that you've read. Let me know down in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know if you think there are any novels or works that should have been nominated that weren't. I can think of a few. Anyway, until we meet again, may all the books you read be blessed.